Good morning, everybody. Welcome to CSL Redlands. My name is Joe Nelson. I'll be leading you in this guided meditation this morning. Let me invite you to just close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Just focus on your breathing. And try not to alter it in any way in terms of depth and speed. Just let your breathing flow naturally and effortlessly without any thought to it, other than just breathing. As we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, we feel the rise and fall. And just let all that tension and stress melt away. We stay focused and keep our attention on our breathing. And let your breathing alter and grow deeper on its own, effortlessly. You will notice your breath growing deeper, your body growing more relaxed, as we feel the rise and fall. You may experience random thoughts. You may be listening to noises outside. Go ahead and recognize that, and then just return your attention to your breathing. Letting any distracting thoughts come and go, acknowledge them, and just return to your breathing. Starting at the top of our head, we'll feel all the tension and just melt and flow away with ease and grace as we center ourselves. We feel the relaxation trickle down from the top of our head to our chest and torso, our arms, our legs, our feet, toes, and it pours out from us. And all that is left is relaxation, centeredness with spirit. Pure potentiality at the core of each and every one of our being. As you feel your breath, your breathing grow deeper, more relaxed, more prolonged, you feel the shift in consciousness. Expanding with your lungs with each inhalation and every exhalation. Feel this energy and this divinity within flowing outward and all around. It's like a bright light, radiant, warm, pleasant. It flows in and it flows out. And we feel the flow as we unify with Divine Spirit. In and all around, in this place, in this space, right here, right now. We shift and experience this deeper connection. As we continue to focus and keep our attention centered on our breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Remember not to try to control your breathing, just let it grow deeper, effortlessly, without intent. Just breathe. Seeing that light, that warmth flow in and flow out. Now, picture a door in front of you. You step forward toward this door. You open it up. And beyond this door is a pathway. Is a pathway of pure potential and goodness. We step forward, onto this walkway through the door. And you notice that it is lush green. Surrounded by trees, forest. As you walk through this path, you feel your connection to the ground, to the earth, all of God's creation. You move through it. As you hear the sound of a waterfall. You hear the raging, roaring sound of the waterfall. It beckons you to it, the sound. As you approach, you notice this waterfall cascading down from a mountain into this shimmering, cool body of water that forms a cove. And these waters are all your manifestations come to fruition. You approach this cove. There's this rock. And on top of this rock is a gold cup. Gold chalice. You take this cup and you dip it into the cool waters. You fill yourself a cup of this water that is manifestation. All your ideas and all the creative flow and divine energy, creativity and flow within you is in this water. You put it to your lips. You feel the coolness of the water on your lips as you take a sip. You drink more. Take all of it in. And when you replace the cup back onto the rock, and you realize the divine energy within you restored, full, complete. You feel all of your creativity and all your ideas and manifesting. The body of God in these waters is now the body of God within. Within this body of God, pure potentiality, everything is manifested. And you feel the energy, the health, the peace, the tranquility that is all around within. And you feel this shift. You feel it inside as all is good. All is abundance. And you are in the flow of spirit, ever creating, ever manifesting all of your good and all of the good. On this earth and in this universe that we all live and breathe and exist within, the body of God. And as you wade out into the water, first getting your feet wet and feeling the coolness of the water, you wade out deeper to your knees, to your abdomen, and then you turn and just fall into the water on your back, and you just float through this water of pure potentiality and manifestation that is spirit. You are now one with it, and you flow, and you become completely absorbed into this cove, into this pool of divine water, divine spirit that it is. It is the same temperature as your body, this water. Just cool enough to be perfectly comfortable and relaxing as you move through it and float through it and feel this burst of creative energy and divine energy and spirit moving through you and within you and at one with it. And we just flow. We move and flow in this body of spirit and God. And now, let us bring our attention back to this present moment, into this divine sacred space. At our own comfort level, as we return to this present moment, you may want to wiggle your toes, your fingers, and at the ready, open your eyes. And this concludes our meditation. Thank you.
looking good out there. Morning, everybody online too. It's a beautiful winter morning. You're all in the right place at the right time. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. And my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Greet your neighbor. My soul is welcome here. Socially distant. My soul is welcome here. 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 Soul is welcome, and my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Al Yankee on the side. And we're welcoming Kristen on the bass.
Hey, Kristen, yeah.
Hey, and of course Tony on the drums.
Get that women energy in here. Well, good morning, everyone. It's nice to see everyone. I think we're getting from winter now into spring. Yay. It's warming up. So welcome. Thank you and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center of Spiritual Living of Redlands. My name is Ed Torres, and I am a member of the Board of Trustees. Our center is a spiritual home, is an open, inclusive community honoring all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are in your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. Our purpose is to awaken humanity in its spiritual magnificence. Our vision is a world that works for everyone. If you are here for the first time, please raise your hand so we may greet you properly. Anyone here for the first time? Yeah, welcome, 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 welcome. Richard is going to give you a little something that you can take home. Also, in the age of technology, are a gentle, that's what it says here, gentle, reminder to silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully. We are so happy to have you with us for our service today, and we're grateful for your presence. And now our centering music, The Light in This World, performed by our music director, Gilman. Thank you very much.
Al's going to help me on this here. I am a light. I am a light. I shine, and I shine so bright, and I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright, and you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. Okay, you can open your eyes now.
Hello again. Let me invite you all to join me here for a moment for opening prayer. Recognizing that God is all there is in its entirety, in every point in space at the same time, right where I am, right where you are. I speak my word in unity with God, knowing it is truth which cannot be denied. We gather here this morning in unconditional love and surrender to our highest and best good now, individually and collectively. As co-creators with God, we are grateful and thankful for Gilman Carver and the Dream Band, for the gift of divine music flowing in and through them, that is the gift flowing outwardly to us, opening our souls to receive the message of this morning to be delivered by Sonja Prince. In this place, in this space, we experience a shift in consciousness and create a healing energy that manifests in each and every one of us for our best and greatest good, now and yet to be. I bless David in our sound booth, who keeps us technically proficient, Holly for coordinating our food and fellowship time and her continued dedication to the center. I bless our board of directors for their committed service, starting the course of CSL Redlands for years and generations to come. And I bless each and every one of you in our sanctuary, and all of you viewing remotely. I know that right where you are, right where I am, God is perfectly operating and demonstrating in our affairs right now. How grateful I am for these blessings, for the knowledge of this truth that makes us free, that the divinity in me is the divinity in each and every one of you. I release my word to God, knowing it is true, it is done, and it is complete. And so it is. And we have a reading here today by Madison Taylor. Your worth is not a product of your intelligence, your talent, your looks, or how much you have accomplished. Though much of who and what we are changes as we journey through life, our inherent worth remains constant. While the term self-worth is often used interchangeably with self-esteem, the two qualities are inherently different. Self-esteem is the measure of how you feel about yourself at any given moment in time. Your worth, however, is not a product of your intelligence, your talent, your looks, your good works, or how much you have accomplished. Rather, it is immeasurable and unchanging manifestation of your eternal and infinite oneness with the universe. It represents the cornerstone of the dual foundations of optimism and self-belief. Your worth cannot be taken from you or damaged by life's rigors, yet it can easily be forgotten or even actively ignored. By regularly acknowledging your self-worth, you can ensure that you never forget what an important, beloved, and special part of the universe you are. You are born worthy. Your worth is intertwined with your very being. Your concept of your own self-worth is thus reinforced by your actions. Each time you endeavor to appreciate yourself, treat yourself kindly, define your personal boundaries, be proactive in seeing that your needs are met, and broaden your horizons, you express your recognition of your innate value. During those periods when you have lost sight of your worth, you will likely feel mired in depression, insecurity, and a lack of confidence. You'll pursue a counterfeit worth based on judgment rather than the beauty that resides within. When you feel worthy, however, you will accept yourself without hesitation, for it is your worth as an individual who is simultaneously interconnected with all living beings that allows you to be happy, confident, and motivated. Because your conception of your worth is not based on the fulfillment of expectations, you'll see your mistakes and failures as just another part of life's journey. Human beings are very much like drops of water in an endless ocean. Our worth comes from our role as distinct individuals, as well as our role as an integral part of something larger than ourselves. Simply awakening to this concept can help you to rediscover the copious and awe-inspiring worth within each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Wow, Joe. Who was that from again?
That is from Taylor Madison. Someone named Taylor Madison. Oh, Madison Taylor.
Okay.
My verbal dyslexia kicks in again. Okay.
Wow. We have so many illusions about
Are we doing?
everything.
Hang on. Are we doing the video? After? Okay. Go ahead.
Yes. We'll get it together, don't worry. We love to make up things, right? We love, if we don't understand something, we're going to make up a story about it. That's just the way we are. Kind of knowledge hates a vacuum, something like that. This is a song that I wrote that is not about us so much, but it's about our understanding. It's called Losing My Illusions. And I don't know about you, but I spent my life seeing these, sometimes it's on a sampler pillow or it's a plaque on the wall that says something like God is good, or God is all there is. There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those sayings. And me being kind of the cynical, analytical guy that I am, I don't know if anybody here fits that description besides me. I just felt like, I always say, is that true? Is that so? If you tell me something, that's the first thing that's going to come into my mind. I'm sorry. It's just the way I am. Is that true? Is that so? Spent a lot of time thinking about it. Here's kind of what I came up with. I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Yes, I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought I knew. If God is all there is, and also God is love, then love is all there is, you see. It's just kind of like math. If love is all there is, then everything I see is either love or unreality. And so I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Everything I thought I knew just falls away to reveal my blunder. My illusions all buckle under and give way to a sense of wonder down in my soul. I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Yes, I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought I knew. If there's no spot where God is not, and also God is good, well then good is all around, you see. If good is everywhere, and love is everything, there's nothing else to see or be. And so I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Everything I thought I knew just falls away to reveal the wonder that's above me and through and under, and it peals with a mighty thunder down in my soul. I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Yes, I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought I knew. So if everything I see, the world in front of me, and what I think and what I feel is ephemeral and seems to fade into a dream, all that's left for me to be is love. And so I'm losing my illusions. Everything I thought was true. Everything I thought I knew. Everything is love. That's true. Now for something completely different.
Oh, okay. Now we have a video. Apparently.
Who knew? I told you we'd get it together eventually.
Here's a little-known Black History Science of Mind fact. Jamaican-born Marcus Mosiah Garvey Jr. is well known as a businessman, journalist, Pan-Africanist, and powerful orator of the early 1900s. As such, he attracted thousands of followers to his Black nationalist movement that became known as Garveyism. As founder of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, Garvey encouraged African Americans to be proud of their race and promoted cultural identity through his Back to Africa campaign. But did you know that Garvey was also a follower of the New Thought movement, as well as a student of the ideas and philosophies of religious science? In fact, Garvey studied the same New Thought philosophers as religious science founder Ernest Holmes and his brother Fenwick, and often quoted their teachings. He also was inspired by divine science co-founder Nona Brooks. Even the philosophy of transcendentalism, led by writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, resonated with Garvey. He excelled in merging racial philosophical concepts and science of mind principles while addressing the Black condition in America. The strong philosophical beliefs in self-mastery, determination, and willpower that Garvey preached to Black people aligned perfectly with the newly emerging teachings of science of mind. In many of Garvey's speeches and writings, he often urged his followers to get a scientific knowledge of religion. His message was clear: liberate the minds of men, and ultimately you will liberate the bodies of men. Another instrumental Jamaican in science of mind is Dr. Elma Lumsden, who founded the Temple of Light Church of Religious Science in Kingston, Jamaica in 1981. An engaging speaker and master teacher, Dr. Elma is also known for her simple yet dynamic words of wisdom, such as, "Until you can walk on water, take a boat," and "Life is a school, and we're not on holiday." Due to her leadership and diligence, Lumsden helped religious science become recognized as one of 12 key religions in Jamaica. Dr. Elma Lumsden and Marcus Garvey, Black evolutionaries in science of mind.
Am I on? Renee. Oh my goodness. I had to bring some luggage with me today. I just want to. You go on this journey of life, this trip that we take, sometimes we have baggage, don't we? So this is mine. I'm going to put it right here. Good morning. Oh, I don't have glasses. I do. See, sometimes we forget stuff too. Like I need my glasses. I have a nice husband that's going to bring it to me. Thank you. So good morning, CSL Redlands. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. All right, my name is Sonja Prince. I'm a ministerial intern, student, and licensed practitioner. And thank everyone who has poured into this service thus far this morning, because everything's been so. I hear myself cutting in and out. So like he said, we're going to get ourselves together. I might have to switch batteries. I keep cutting in and out, though.
Here, let me just do this real quick, sorry. Better?
Hello. It works. It works. It works when you work it. All right, so February, the month of love, and also Black History Month. So thank you, David, for playing that little Black History clip. I wanted to add that also. So this month is Black History Month. We're celebrating African Americans' contributions to the science of mind and the Centers for Spiritual Living. This is also, like I said, the month of love. I'll move that out of the way. And our global theme for 2022 is Living Everyday Wonder. You're going to hear that a lot, Living Everyday Wonder. And so it is a reminder that everyday wonder is innate in all life and the mastery all around us. And so what we recognize it is through our spiritual filters. We have some reminders up here. We have some reminders up there. I've heard some beautiful music with reminders of who we are. I heard the beautiful meditation that talked about the water. It's just, so that's wonder in every day. So today's topic is the inner life. The inner life. So what is that inner life? And it is the realm of your private thoughts and your values. It is comprised of emotions, fantasies, spiritual and religious practices. So a successful inner life is defined by how well you deal with the emotions, to your degree of self-awareness, your degree of worthiness. I heard we're born worthy this morning in the song. Do you believe that? Do you believe that you're born worthy? Okay, so we're going to take a deep dive into the monthly thing was that inner life, but today's talk title is Can I See God in Me? Can I see God in me? So ask yourself that. It's a self-reflective question. Can you see God in yourself? Who said yes? Mark says, yes, I can see God in myself. Well, we're invited to remember that not only am I one with Spirit, but that Spirit and I are one. So there's a song that said, I am alive with Spirit, Spirit is alive in me. So that's what we're talking about. So can I see the God in me? So in Exodus 3rd chapter 14 verse, it says, and I was talking about this morning. God said to Moses, I am who I am. We were talking about Moses, weren't we, today? So we were talking about, he was talking about the Israelites and how they found themselves wandering in the desert for 40 years because they would take 2 steps forward in their evolution of knowing the God in them, and then they take 3 steps back. And they ended up wandering around in the desert for 40 years looking for the promised land, which was literally right there. But they couldn't see it for all the all the baggage. So when I contemplate, can I see the God in me, I first need to define what God is. So what are some of the God qualities that we know about? We heard this morning, God is love. God is wisdom. God is peace and joy, understanding. God is all powerful. God is wise. God is that perfect source of everything. Perfect health, prosperity, happiness, harmony, and perfect intelligence. There's a Chinese proverb that says, when the eye is not blocked, the result is vision. When the mind is not blocked, the result is wisdom. And when the spirit is not blocked, the result is love. is love. So, is there a way that we can see God in ourselves? Because, sometimes we give lip service to, yes, I can see God in me. I can see God in me. But when those times get tough, sometimes it's hard to get there. We were talking about that this morning as well. When we get kind of stuck in the muck, when we have too much baggage, it's hard to see. It's hard to remember the truth of who we are. So we were talking about this morning, we could put Post-it notes around our house that says, I see the God in you, or you are loved because God is love. So we could do that. I mean, there's a lot of things that we can do. We just need to remember, and we need to practice those things. So I heard a lot of things about water this morning, and it reminded me of this weekend. My husband and I, we spent Friday night and Saturday day in Oceanside, and we were on this beachfront property that, you just step down and walk onto the beach. And I'm reminded that Rumi says, you are not just a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. That's what we need to remember. I looked out at the expanse of the water, and how beautiful to know that Rumi quote. How beautiful to remember that and step into the allness and the fullness that we are in God as God. To remember that we are love, we are peace, we are harmony. And so we have to get rid of those things that keep us from knowing the truth of our being. What he said, the illusion. He said, losing his illusions, right? You're losing them. So when we lose all that stuff, and I'm going to keep going back to all that, then we can truly see who and whose we are. So, is there a way we can see God in ourselves? Spiritual principle says, this one manifests itself in and through all creation, but is not absorbed by its creation. The manifest universe is the body of God. It is the logical and necessary outcome of the infinite self-knowingness of God. Then this means that the same God qualities are in me, are in you, in everyone. Love, wisdom, peace, joy, understanding, perfect health, prosperity, happiness, harmony, intelligence. It's all there. It's all there. So what are some of the things that block your ability to see God in yourself? Answer that question. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm reminded that in practitioner studies, my husband and I, believe it or not, we went through prac training together. I was a little bit scared to do that because, see, what you may know about practitioner studies is that Prac 1 is where you find out what you really think, what you really believe. So all those things that you heard, all those things that people said, all those stereotypes and things like that, you got to peel that back. So they talked about, in prac school, peeling the onion. Like we have layers and layers of stuff but when we pull it back, we remove things. And my one minister, Reverend Frank Matosa said that we have to get rid of the buttons. So have you ever said, that person pushed my buttons? So Reverend Frank would say, who installed the button? They can't push it unless you put it there. So he said, you want to stop people from pushing your buttons? Remove them. find out what the root cause of it is, and remove it. And now no one can push your buttons again. You put it there, it's up to you to remove it. And that's the deep work that we had to do in practitioner training. So as a student, we had to deal, heal, and release our limited belief, our prejudices, whatever, anything we could identify to keep us from seeing the God in ourselves and in everyone else. So that's what we had to do. So these are my bags. These two right here. Let me open this. I'm going to open this up and see what's in here. Pardon me for turning my back. Let's see what's in this bag. Oh my God. Are you sure, Holly, are these mine? Are you sure these are mine? Oh my God. But this is what we do. We carry around so much baggage, we don't even know. We're like weighted over with all the baggage that we have. Are you sure this is mine? I guess I got to deal with it. I guess I have to deal with it. So, let's see what I grabbed out of here. So anybody feel unworthy? That was in my bag. That was in my baggage. How about shame? How about shame? Doesn't feel too good. How about abandonment? Anybody got that? Anybody have abandonment? Ugh, doesn't feel good. I want to get rid of this stuff. How about hurt feelings? Hurt feelings. Somebody said something, did something. You perceive somebody said something, did something, and you're carrying around hurt feelings. What happens to the other person when you're carrying around hurt feelings? Nothing. They have gone over their life. They don't even know what you're talking about. You might say, remember when you said, and they're like, no. And you've been carrying it in your baggage for years. Got to let that stuff go. The last one that I could find in my, by no means is the last one, but I didn't want to be up here all day working out my issues. How about this one? Guilt. Anybody feel any guilt? Yeah. Well, this is some of the stuff that, you know, you have to get rid of. We have to unpack. So when we travel on this journey of life, we collect back. And this might be something somebody said to you. I have a friend that said that when she went to college, her professor told her, "You are not a good writer." You know, she's 18 years old. She's doing her best. The professor tells her, "You're not a good writer. Don't even try it." Okay, but she goes on to what? Write a book. I've heard many stories of people who have been told not to. Didn't Michael Jordan say something about they told him he'd never amount to anything in basketball? And what happened? And I think Don Knox, teachers told him that he wasn't smart enough. But then he went on to be on Andy Griffin's show and just, excel in his life. So we can't let the things that other people say about us affect us. Don't let this stick to you. Things stuck all over to you. So what we need to do is we need to look in the mirror and see the truth of who you are and whose you are. That's what we need to do. And any time that you are feeling like, carry a little mirror in your compact. Women carry compacts in their purse. Men, just carry something, a little mirror with you. And then you look in that mirror and you say, this is not the truth of me. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am free. That's what we need to do. So like I said, we collect baggage, but guess what? We can't clear customs unless we go through that bag and let them see what was in there. So I'm asking you to go through your own customs and pull out that stuff that no longer serve you and deal with the truth of your being, the truth of whose and whose you are. Right here we have in our affirmative prayer, the first thing is recognition, and then number 2 is unification. Unify yourself with the truth of your being. Unify yourself with it. If God is, and if God is in, around, and as you, that means that you are as well. You are as well. I see it. I see it in each and every face in this room. And guess what? I see it when I look in the mirror. In the Bible, Matthew, there's a Bible verse that says that Jesus is saying, let me see if I can find it. I want to make sure I do it if I say it right. The golden rule, we learned the golden rule in kindergarten, right? And it's actually in the Bible. I really never knew that. I just kept repeating it, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It says, in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. So that is the golden rule. Now, let's talk about some things that we can do to keep us in that spirit, in that, to knowing that we are God expressing, that we are losing disillusions and we're stepping in the fullness and allness of God. And so we have spiritual tools. One of the things that we do is we have a book. It's called The Science of Mind. That is a beautiful book. It should be our little instruction book for life. The game of life and how you play it. Here's your instruction guide. There is a book called The Game of Life and How You Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn, but The Science of Mind also is a little instruction book. It has beautiful meditations and prayers in it. It has all kinds of things in it. It tells you the thing itself, what it does, how to use it. God expressing in and through you, it tells you all of that. So what we can do our spiritual practice. We can do our affirmations daily. We can do visioning. We can take certified classes. There's a foundation class going on right now. It takes place in this room and on Zoom. So you can get into classes. So it's reinforced the spiritual truth of who you are. That's what we reinforce in those classes. So you can do that too. You can meditate, sacred service. There's one young lady, I don't see her here today, but she talked about, she kept hearing in her group, you have to give back. You have to have service. You have to do service. So what does she do? She's here in this center, and she does service around the center. What's her name? Jean. Talks about all the time. That's like Jean's mantra. Service. And that's what I recognize about CSL Redlands as well, that you guys have a heart for service. And that's one of the things I really love about this center. You're adopting the school down the street, the elementary school. You fed 15 families for Christmas at Christmas time. and you gave one family and all the children everything that they put on their Christmas list. Let's give this center a hand for recognizing the role that they play in this community, the role of service, being a beacon of light in the community. But so I digress. So what we can do is we can do our spiritual practices. I just had to say that because it was on my heart. God put it in my spirit to say that this is a beautiful, beautiful place to be. And I thank you for being here this morning. So personal practice application, we are the practice, the presence of God in everything that we do. From the mundane, because when we do, we take that mundane, that ordinary, and we find the extraordinary in it when we practice the presence. So every time you can walk through a door frame, you can say, it is not I who lives, it is the life of God that lives in me, as me. So you can say that. So we're making the invisible visible in you. I wake up in the morning and I say, make me an instrument. God, make me an instrument. Let the words of my mouth bless someone. Let the works of my hands be a blessing into this world. I am your instrument in this world. As Sonja, help me to show up that way. That's the prayer that I pray in the morning. That's what I ask when I wake up. And my husband will tell you that I love music. I play lots of music. Fill me up. Fill me up, that place that within me, just let it just bubble over and come out, so all to see. So I don't have to say anything out of my mouth, but when you encounter me, you see the God in me, and that's what I aspire to be, and that is my prayer in the mornings as I rise. So things to remember. The quote from Jesus says, "Not for nothing did Jesus say, know the truth, and the truth shall set you free." The truth shall set you free. So God is all. So as I walk the spiritual path, the path of love, your self-esteem will blossom beyond your wildest dream when you remember God is all. Return to the path of love towards oneself. See it in you first. That love is a truth. It is a divine energy. It begins in God and has no end. And because you are part of that, that has no end. And number 3, we project what we carry within us. Get rid of these things. Get rid of all this baggage. I tell you what, I don't want it anymore. So, I don't want it anymore. Let's get rid of this stuff. I'm going to keep this little one because I can always look in this mirror and reflect. See God reflecting back in me as me. So you need to identify that with yourself. Get rid of all this stuff, all this baggage, and that's where the deep work comes in. But I can't do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. So I invite you to do the deep work, and it may be painful. Take that baggage, open it up, see what's in there, see what's behind those buttons that are being pushed when you go out in the world or, in your home. You got to explore that. You got to do the deep dive in there. And when you come out, you will be like that drop of ocean. Now, Lao Tzu says, nothing is softer and more flexible than water, yet nothing can resist it. So if you want to do better, if you want to get better, if you want to know the truth of your being, I invite you to, like I said, do the deep dive and know yourself. So, our words are energy, and our deeds, they give out an energy vibration. So we live in a quantum field, which means that everything is vibrating. So your words come into existence through the vibration. And we talk about that when we see our sign, when we have a sign that we'll put up, our teaching symbol. It's like laying the foundation. It's like planting the seed and then what grows out of it. And I don't know about you, but I want to be in charge of what grows out of what I plant. So just be mindful. Just be mindful of what you're planting. So I understand that you love affirmations. So there is a day in the Daily Guide. The author was Reverend Pearl Lady Moore, minister of First Church of Religious Science in Santa Monica. And she says, a little consideration of what takes place around us every day would show us that a higher law than that of our will regulates events. That only in our easy, simple, spontaneous action are we strong. There is a guidance for each of us, and by listening, we shall hear the right word. Place yourself in the middle of the stream of wisdom that emanates all whom it floats, and you are without effort impelled to truth, to right action, and a perfect contentment. And affirm with me, I am never without the guidance of God's love and wisdom. Love and wisdom. Through listening, I am always made aware of the right direction for my life and affairs. Through listening, I am always made aware of the right direction for my life and affairs. And the next one is, I consciously place myself in the middle of this stream of power. I am impelled toward contentment within and right accomplishments for every good desire. And so it is. Well, somebody can come get these because I'm not taking them home with me. Thank you very much.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm going to need a bigger mirror. Remember that scene in Jaws where he said, I think we're going to need a bigger boat. Okay, so here's a song sung by Michael Jackson.
Actually, by Saida Garrett, who's
Written by...
yes,
Yeah.
a regular down at Agape.
Oh, is he?
She,
She?
yes.
Oh, great. What about Glenn Ballard?
I don't know. You have to ask
It's a
Glenn.
mystery, yeah. Okay, here we go. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make the street, not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their needs? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I'm starting to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, not a nickel alone. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time. You can't turn back and close your mind. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you gotta get it right while you got the time. You can't turn your back and close your mind. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No message could have been any clearer. If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Na 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 na. Make that change.
Wow. Thank you, Gilman, Al. And your name again, Mike? Kristen?
Kristen on the bass.
Tony, thank you, Dream
Tony on
Band.
the
Thank you very much.
Oh, I just did. Al Yankee on the keyboards and the saxophone. Kristen on the bass and Tony on the drums.
And our Gilman.
And here's Brother Ed.
So many of you may know me as Pastor Ed. No. If you know what that means, you'll understand. It's kind of interesting. But anyway. Well, I don't know how that came on, but, you know, like when the mayor came and spoke and, you know, when I speak at city council meetings, everybody says, oh, well, here's Pastor Ed. And I'm like, And he has a PhD. So I'm doing pretty good when I go to those meetings. Okay, the announcements for February 6, 2022. The foundation class of Science of Mind begins week of number 2. It is the last day to join in form from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. here in the sanctuary for a 9 Monday night with Brother Mark. We already have 10 students. Let Eileen know. Is Eileen around here? There she is. If you would like to attend, let her know today, because this will be the last day that you can join. Okay? And let's see, it's also available on Zoom. Tomorrow, Monday the 7th at 10 a.m., join the Divine Feminine Circle via Zoom. Just ask for a link to enter a lovely facilitated for over 3 years with Barbara Jean Yankee and Susie Ammons. And any of you ladies, this is a really empowering program. So again, if you want the link, just let us know. And are you ready to be sacred service? If so, please see me today to sign up for a task. And the task won't be that difficult, and there's no test, so you don't have to worry about that. Help is needed for women at the volunteer for 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift at the Women's Cold Weather Shelter. See Jean or myself. And also needed is breakfast foods, and that's at the Holy Name of Jesus, the church on Columbia in Redlands. The Wilkerson family invites you to attend a memorial service celebrating the life of our beloved Dr. Ruth Wilkerson in our sanctuary on Saturday, March 5th, from 1 to 3 p.m. Dr. Ruth was our senior minister for over 24 years here in the Redlands community. If you personally know or have a family member, neighbor, friend who is a general contractor, paint, roofer, by trade, please see me if they'd like to donate their paint or time or service for our deferred maintenance program outside and inside the church. And a special thanks for joining us live and in person this morning in our sanctuary. And we also appreciate all of you who have connected with us this morning on Facebook Live and YouTube. And you are the firework and love. Have a wonderful week. And I have 2 more things I want to just share. And this is some wisdom from a very wise man, my dad, who said, son, no matter what relationship you're involved in, whether it's a partner, a friend, a mom, or dad, always remember before you close your eyes, apologize, or if you had an argument with them, correct it. Because when you wake up the next morning, it's a new day. And you can't go back and recorrect yesterday. So I challenge everyone. I try to do that in my relationship, and sometimes it's hard. That's right. However, I do attempt. And even they may push you away sometimes, I still did my part. So I challenge everyone in all our friendships and relationships, try it and see how it works. And one last thing, there's a card that our center has, and any of you want something to take to work or home, it says, thank you for being who you are and for doing what you do. Who you are is wonderful, and what you do is important. So thank you for being wonderful and for all the things that each one of us do. God bless.
All right, so it's a time for the offering. Let's thank Ed for all of his attempts. I want to introduce the first husband of CSL Redlands. Come on up, Daryl.
All right, hello everyone. Good morning to you, and thank you for having Sonja and I here at your lovely center, and we're blessed to be with you today. And oh yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So we met in high school. Yeah, we've been together for 37 years. I lose count every now and then, but don't hold me against that. But we have 3 lovely kids. They're young adults now, and we have 2 grandkids now. So we're really loving. Oh, okay. So Brandon is our oldest son. Camille is our middle daughter, and then we have Andrew, who's our youngest son, and then we have a a son that we foster cared when he was very small, and we've kept in contact. And he's now a young adult as well. So he's one of ours as well. And then we have Nyla, our granddaughter, and Zara. Nyla's 7, and Zara's two, almost 3 years old. So we're really enjoying them right now, and it's been a blessing. But we're very happy to be here, and it's been a wonderful service. Yeah.
Stay close
Thanks,
by, 'cause
all of
we're
you.
going to do the prayer.
Okay.
Don't go too far. All right. So now it's time for the offering, which is your favorite part, is the giving. Come on up, Sonja, too, because you're going to do the closing treatment today, right? If you're in the mood. All right. So is everybody ready? We'll start with some of the music. The ushers are going to come forth. I'm going to invite you to take your tithes and your gifts and your offering. Remember, we talked about expanding, right? So as you feel comfortable, remember, if this is your home, it's your time to take care of your home. And so as the ushers are coming forth, I'm just going to invite you to bless this offering. Let's say together, from the love of pure spirit within me. You're like, from the love of pure spirit within me. Man, come on. From the love of pure spirit within me.
From the love of pure spirit within me.
Better. I bless this gift.
I bless this gift.
I send it forth
I send it forth
to heal
to heal
and bless
and bless
and prosper.
and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith
It is evidence of my faith
and my belief.
and my belief.
It does great work in the world,
Great work in the world.
and it returns to me
And it returns to me
multiplied abundantly.
multiplied abundantly.
And so it is.
So it is.
As I give, so do I receive, joyfully and gratefully. As I give, so do I receive, fully and freely. God is a river where abundance flows. Stepping into it, I accept and know. As I give, so do I receive. As I give, so do I receive.
Okay, and the ushers are coming back forth. I invite everybody to outstretch your hands. And let's receive together this gift as gift sufficient. And know that this gift continues to grow and magnify all during the week. It comes in from people who are hitting the button, the Donate Now button on Facebook. They send money through Zelle and PayPal and magical technology. And we even get old-fashioned checks still. So let's just know that CSL Redlands is an idea in the mind of spirit, and therefore is maintained and sustained for all of its needs to be met right here, right now. Do you believe it?
Yes.
Let's declare it and say hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And so it is.
Hallelujah.
So ministers or licensed practitioners rise for the closing treatment.
So I invite you to turn within. Spirit is infinite. Wisdom, divine mind, and universal love. So go right now and find, connect to that divine place within each of us all, and just simply breathe. Breathe all the goodness of life, the beauty and the truth of life, and we can just simply exhale all that does not serve us anymore. Are you willing to surrender and release your baggage? Those limiting beliefs and falsehoods about yourself you have picked up and carried throughout this journey. Are you ready to pick each one up and deal with it? This is the deep work that we are called to do. As a creator with God, are you ready to release it and create that space where you can see God in you as you?
And like I have affirm I already see it in you. I see it in the center. I see it in the ground. I see it in all the people that give of their time, their talent, and their treasure to make this center run. I see it in Brother Mark. He is so in love with this place that he gives sometimes until it hurts. But he gives out of love. Love for this center, love for this community, love for each and every one of you. So CSL Redlands is a beacon of light in this community. And each one of its members and volunteers and you shine so bright. 'Cause you are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And so it is. Oh.
Okay, here's your big chance to explode in the night sky. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one move from caving in? Do you ever feel buried deep, 6 feet under screens, but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's sailors dance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? Gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Restore the night like the 4th of July. Fire Okay, and if,
So much.
remember, if you're getting food, keep your mask on while you get your food, and then after you find your table, then you can take your mask off to eat.
Am I off? I guess not.
Once again, Al Yankee on the keyboards and sax, Kristen on the bass, Tony on the drums, and of course Sonja, yay, the traveler. One more quick one here for you. 2, 1, 2, 3. Good love. Good love. Good love. I was feeling so bad at the family doctor, just what I had. I said, doctor, Mr. MP, can you tell me what's ailing me? He said, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, "Lee, all I really need is good love, and a good love. A good love is all I need is love. A good love, yeah, give me good love. A good love. Honey, please, won't you squeeze me tight? Squeeze me tight. Don't you want to, baby, to be alright? Be alright. I said, baby, it's for sure. Well, that's for sure. I got the fever, yeah, yeah, you got the cure. You got the cure. Everybody, yeah, 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 yeah. Said, baby, all I really need is love. Give me the good love. A good love. That's all I need is love. A good love. Yeah, give me good love. A good love. Here's out. One, two, three. Good love. Good love. Give me the good love. Good love. Yeah, good love. We'll see you next week.
Hey, yeah, this way with you.